Hi everyone, this is a collective tarot reading for the lunar eclipse that will be happening on Halloween Saturday, October 28th, and it is for lightworkers. So if you want to see more peace, love, health, and wealth in the world, then that includes you. It definitely includes me. Normally for lunations, I do a horseshoe, but since this is an eclipse, we'll be doing a 10-card Golden Dawn spread. Let's see what messages we have. Oh, I almost forgot to say, I'm expecting repetitions of themes that came up during the Libra eclipse reading. I try not to be biased, but if I am, I want to be transparent about it. So let's cut the deck and see what we have. All right, in the present energy, we have the Ace of Swords. Well, this is nice. This is very nice. I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, it's an ace. And the underlying principle or the underlying energy, we have the Three of Wands in the Tower. I can see how that might be the case, depending. I planned this shot to be really tight, so I want to make sure that these two cards are really down there, like that. Yeah, opportunity in chaos, you know, and opportunities that require us to show up as versions of ourselves that we're not used to showing up as. That's the vibe of this energy so far. It's exhilarating and encouraging and a little scary. I like it, a nice mix. So in the known factors, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, makes sense. And the Queen of Wands. Of course, it is through, honestly, the Wheel of Fortune is one of these cards that I often read in one of two ways. When it's upright, it's stroke of luck in your favor. When it's reversed, a stroke of luck not in your favor. And obviously it is reversed. And with the Queen of Wands at the top and everything that we've covered in this message so far, it is clear that it is, while it is through remaining composed and calm and collected that we can even see the opportunity that's in the chaos. So I think this is good to pat ourselves on the back for this. Let's see what we have in the past factors leading up to this. We have the Hierophant and Judgment. Well, honestly, given the circumstances and given the energies of this reading, I think that the card that confuses me more of these two is the Hierophant, because I usually interpret it as, oh, okay, it just snapped, because as I was going to explain the ways in which I read it, I remembered one of them and all of a sudden it makes sense. So the factor that I might as well just continue this. There are three people in this card. It's either the Hierophant or one of the two students here. And if we read ourselves collectively as the students, then everything leading up into this makes all the sense in the world, to the point that it's difficult for me to add anything. I have the nagging feeling this is going to be a short video, but we'll see. That might be funny for those of you who can see how long it is right now. So anyway, incoming energy, potential future, we have the Four of Wands reversed and the Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, this theme comes up so often. I'm beginning to sound like a broken record, which is why I chuckled in the way that I did just seeing the Four of Wands reversed and accompanied by the Seven of Coins reversed. It makes it that much more clear and also nasty or stingy. Like for those, it's the be patient meme. I'm sorry, the message was so clear to me, I just realized that for y'all, I was kind of edging you. That wasn't my intent. So the theme that came up over and over again, I used to use the metaphor of a trip to Disneyland, and it kind of feels like Disney, like when you're going to Disneyland and you've been driving for so long and after a while you start wondering if Disneyland is even real, and what the fuck is going on, you know? Let's turn off the last card, the bridge between the past and the future. Ooh, well, looks like it's time to step up. Wow. Honestly, the Five of Swords upright as a bridge between the past and the future, that caught me off guard. I was expecting another card, but it looks like it's time to be more vocal and speak our truth. Yeah. Very interesting. For clarity's sake, I read the bottom of the deck as the underlying energy that binds the whole reading together. These are bricks, this is the mortar. Now, given everything that just happened before I flipped over these two cards, I feel like I want to take a moment to really absorb the meaning of this moment, which is part of why I love this spread so much, the zoom in on the present here. And I think there's more, like the 10 to 20% of the meaning that is left here, I feel like it's worth extracting. So I'm going to try. I'll see you right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to summarize the entire message with the extra stuff that I got while staring at these cards in silence, like mingled in. So yeah, I think this should be pretty helpful because, again, the Five of Swords, Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups combo here really threw me off guard given all of this. But I think the meaning of this is that we've been preparing for this moment, and it's time to... I'm gonna speak as if I'm speaking to one person, okay? This is how this can be striking, okay? So you listening, wherever you're listening right now, it's time for you to prove to yourself that you are capable of being the kind of person who can do the things that you feel that you need to do and that you think are talented enough to do in order to step up to the next level, this thing, and seize seize the I just realized there's a 3 and the 4 here, but anyway, to seize the opportunity that lies within all the chaos here. It's in times like these that I started the sentence wrong. New sentence. Part of seizing the opportunity in the chaos is a part of the price that you pay for that is to be bold, is the boldness, which I believe is implied in the Five of Swords, where it is now. If you even want to get to Disneyland, you need to first of all believe that we can get to Disneyland, which is the message of the Ten of Cups here, and be bold enough to do the things that you know you are uniquely capable of doing in order to take the lessons that you have learned in the past, given the opportunities that have been fucking calling at us for 3 years now, roughly, and almost 4. Jesus, and yeah, the discomfort is a feature, even though it's hard to tell right now. And as long as you, like, without doing anything actually stupid, practice leaning into the discomfort instead of leaning away from the discomfort, could be like the most fruitful thing that you can focus on over the next 6 months. And that was a mic drop, so I'm just going to end the reading right there. Thumbs up and all that. I'm really eager to see these oracle cards. Watch these 3 stupid cards just throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing. Anyway, if you chose the Moon Oracle, you have, this is Concession. This is a waning balsamic air moon. Let me just show it to you like this. And let's see what I got here. Yeah, I don't think the word concession applies really as a word. Actually, I'll bring it up to the camera again. The meaning of this card that is obvious to me is where it exists in the lunar cycle. So the seven here, the waning balsamic moon. It's like the final little crescent moon before the new moon. So the meaning of the message here is to it's a rehash of the reading as a whole, but really an emphasis of taking the lessons that you've gathered and actually making sure that you fully digested them before beginning the new cycle, which you're on the cusp of beginning. You know, that's it for you. That sounded so weird. Anyway, if you chose the Moonology Manifestation card, your card is Full Moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. Holy shit! In classic Capricorn fashion, Capricorn telling it like it is. Although I just realized that this is a full moon in Cap, which means the sun is in Cancer. But yeah, I think that for some of you, let me pause for a second. What I want to say is clear. It's the words that aren't, and I don't want to make y'all suffer through me stumbling. Give me a second. Boo, you need a realistic expectations for what you're capable of. And I think that I'm not saying to cut yourself short. I'm saying that for the people who chose this card and need to hear what I think it is saying, if you have unrealistic expectations of what the results that you can get, either in terms of scale or of speed, it can result in putting needless pressure on yourself, which kind of becomes, which can lead to a death spiral where you get anxious and you start screwing up, and the screwed up makes you more anxious and all that shit. Whereas if you just focus on gratitude for what you have, what you've done, what you're capable of doing, might be the best way for you to use the next 6 months to, yeah, I would emphasize micro experiments, like little tests to figure out what you're capable of, instead of you know, going for, you know, starting the multi-million-dollar business, or you know, changing policy from your basement, or tweeting to spread awareness and all that shit. You know, those play parts, but that's what they play parts. And yeah, it could be worth breaking those goals down into tiny little smaller bits that you can test out and adjust and get that feedback, which lets you continue to step up without also you know, being too hard on yourself. Basically, I feel that I've gone on long, but hopefully that was helpful. For those of you who have chosen this card, I'm tapping in case people were skipping. Your animal is the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. Well, that's nice. I think the people who chose this card just needed a pep talk. And listen, it's as long as you believe that you can get to Disneyland, and believe that you're the type of person who can steer us towards Disneyland, and sees the opportunity in the chaos, you know, that's how we get to Disneyland. I'm reminded of I refer to this scene a lot. Some of you might have heard me refer to this scene before, but in Starship Troopers, when they dropped on Klendathu for the first time, and you know, they're in the pod and it's shaking, and their drill sergeant is like, remember your training and you will come back alive, you know? Not necessarily in the sense of dropping into hostile territory, but more in the sense of just focus on the fundamentals and focus on the basics, and you're good enough to get to Disneyland and help us out. All right, so yeah, that's a great note to end on. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give this a like, and y'all have a great lunar eclipse. I'll see you soon.